In the remote mountains of Tanzania's Serengeti National Park, there was an old male lion who lived alone for many years. His body was thinner than before, his mane was no longer lush but had thinned over time. When he was young, he used to be the leader of a large and powerful pride of lions. His majesty, roar, and the scars on his face used to make other animals fear him. But then the law of nature does not spare any strong man. Old age gradually knocked on his door. When he realized that his steps were no longer agile, his claws were no longer sharp, he decided to leave the pride. He walked silently, leaving behind the golden days with his children and grandchildren in the savannah. On the lonely road, he wandered into the wild mountains, where very few people set foot. In this mountain area, the old lion found a small cave to use as a shelter. Every morning, it slowly walked out of the cave, raising its head to listen to the wind blowing through the cliffs. Sometimes it remembered the past, remembering its own mighty roar when it chased away its enemies. But now, that memory was just like a passing wind, gentle and extremely distant. Every day, it hunted small prey to sustain its life. The old wounds occasionally ached, making it slower. However, it still gritted its teeth and continued to walk in its solitary life. As time passed, its health weakened, but its will to survive still smoldered. Its footprints were faintly imprinted on the gravel ground, only it knew how arduous this journey was. One afternoon, the sky was gray, it came across a deer on the mountain top. The old lion thought that this could be a precious meal before nightfall. It used all its remaining strength to chase the deer, despite the dangerous steep mountainside. Its steps were slow, but its determination to hunt did not diminish. The deer ran in fear, heading towards a further cliff, hoping to escape the predator's clutches. The old lion tried his best to follow, every muscle in his body shaking with tension. Then suddenly, his feet slipped on a loose rock, causing him to fall down the cliff. He let out a short roar, trying to hook his claws into the edge of the rock to hold himself up. Below the cliff, the strong wind blew, causing him to stagger even more. The deer had disappeared, leaving the old lion stranded halfway up the dangerous slope. It growled fiercely, emitting a loud cry that echoed throughout the area. For the next 3 hours, the lion struggled non-stop, trying to climb up with all its strength. The roar was initially powerful, then gradually became weak, almost a moan. Its claws gradually slid down the cliff, leaving long, shallow scratches. Tired and exhausted, it slowly realized that its body was giving up. Its eyes looked up at the gray sky, seemingly accepting its fate that would end here. But fate can sometimes smile at the last minute, bringing a miracle. At that moment, a man named Kamau, an employee of the Serengeti National Park, was driving by. Kamau had many years of experience caring for and protecting wild animals. On the way to the management center, Kamau suddenly heard the faint groan of a lion. He stopped the car immediately, quietly got out to check the situation. Following the sound, Kamau discovered the old lion hanging on the cliff. The scene made him surprised and worried. Despite knowing the danger, he still decided to find a way to get closer to help. Kamau understood that if he waited for the rescue team to arrive, the lion might not have enough strength to hold on. Looking at the old lion trembling, he guessed that it had been stuck here for a long time. The old muscles were twitching, proving that it was exhausted. Kamau tried to approach slowly, avoiding to scare the big animal. By crouching down and speaking softly, he wanted to calm the lion. The old lion also raised its head to look at him, as if it understood that this man wanted to help. Its roar turned into a low sound, no longer as fierce as before. Kamau sat closer, speaking, "I will save you, but you don't hurt me." The lion nodded, bowing its head in acceptance, seemingly placing its trust in him. Kamau took a deep breath, knowing that there was only one chance to pull it up safely. He held the lion's front paws tightly, feeling the terrible weight that old age had weakened. The old lion also tried to use its hind paws to kick hard against the cliff. Every second that passed was a psychological battle between fear and hope. The rocks and soil fell from above, making the scene even more tense. Kamau gritted his teeth, using all his strength to pull the old lion up bit by bit. His arms were tired, his heart was pounding, but he kept trying. Finally, the old lion escaped the cliff, lying flat on the ground. Kamau's whole body also collapsed to one side, panting from exhaustion. The lion was panting, his breath heaving in his chest, but he was safe. Kamau quickly retreated, still keeping his distance to prevent any unexpected reactions. Time passed slowly, both man and beast silently looked at each other in exhaustion. When he had recovered a bit, the old lion slowly sat up. It shook its heavy head, then turned to look at Kamau. In its cloudy eyes, there was a glint of gratitude that could not be expressed in words. Kamau remained standing still, sweat pouring out, but he smiled slightly. He knew he had just done something extraordinary, even though it all came from compassion. The lion slowly moved closer, making Kamau startled. But it had no intention of attacking, on the contrary, it lowered its head to the ground as if to bow. It was its instinctive way of expressing gratitude. Kamau gently patted the old lion's back, a rare moment between man and beast. The two seemed to understand each other, despite the boundary between predator and man. Kamau raised his hand to signal goodbye, knowing that he should not get too close. The lion raised its head and roared softly, respectfully responding to the farewell. At this moment, the dark clouds began to disperse, giving way to the sunlight. Kamau walked slowly towards the car, looking back to make sure the lion was okay. The lion followed him slowly for a while, its legs still shaking from the pain. Like a friend, it saw him off to the old car before stopping. Its eyes followed Kamau, just like the eyes of a creature thanking its benefactor. Kamau got into the car, closed the door, but his eyes did not leave the lion. He suddenly remembered the lion's youth, when it was still a proud leader. Time was cruel, taking away its strength but still leaving pride in its heart. Kamau started the car, slowly walking towards the road leading to the management center. The old lion also turned his back, taking each heavy step towards the distant forest. The two had a miraculous encounter, where humans and wild animals supported each other. The sunlight shone through the clouds, as if sending blessings to both lives that had just escaped danger. Kamau knew that this story would forever be imprinted in his memory. And the old lion, after being rescued, would probably also carry an unforgettable memory. In the mountains of Serengeti National Park, the steep cliffs have now become a witness to compassion. The story ends with the gentle roar of an old lion in the middle of the forest, echoing like a song of thanksgiving for life. Dear friend, thank you for taking the time to follow the story. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to support us.